It is the last week of school. T! It's the last week of school, T.
I'm so happy.
She can finally start staying at home and sleep in the mornings. How late will you sleep in the summers?
I'm gonna be up and out.
No. How late will you sleep in before you actually wake up in the mornings?
The first week I'm gonna sleep till like 12, just to rest myself for the summer that I'm about to have.
We are sitting here basically wrapping up the school year. We've got several things to talk about, but we really wanted to talk about Walacia. You can go ahead and whip that thing around at her right now. Walacia just gave me and T the explanation of her bus ride to school every morning, which is incredible. T was sitting here appalled. Walacia, go ahead and tell everybody what you do not like doing on the bus. Riding where?
Every other seat except for the first row. I only like the first row. It has to be the first row.
You're gonna have to hold the mic up.
It has to be the first row.
Okay, so because she has to sit on the first row, she has to have her mommy drop her off at the first bus stop. Now tell everybody how this happened. Was this the first week of school or something? Hold the mic up. Tell them what happened.
It was actually like the third week of school. So my mom was like, you're going to have to start riding the bus. So the first time I rode the bus, I rode it from my apartments. And then when I got on the bus, it was like too many people on there and I had to sit in like the middle section. It was like really loud back there. So I couldn't take all that commotion. So I told my mom, I was like, I did not like that. Like, I could not sit in the front. So she was like, okay. So like 2 days later, she found out where the first bus stop is and she drives me there every day in the morning to the very first bus stop so I can sit in the front. You know, it just makes me calmer, Mr. Lewis.
To use a Martavius word, befuddling. I don't understand. If your mom's gonna put you in a car and take you to the first bus stop, why doesn't she just take you to school? Like, I mean, this is like an extra
It's a few minutes
step.
earlier.
A few minutes earlier.
Yes, my mom has to get to work, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis.
This is the Walacia mommy who loves her so dearly, packs her a phenomenal feast of a lunch every day, said, baby girl, if you don't want to ride the school bus in the middle of the bus, we're just talking about seat order. I don't like the middle. I don't like the middle seats. I don't like the back. I couldn't do. She just said off camera, I can't do the back of the bus. I couldn't do it. Okay, explain to people what is so scary about the back of the bus, Walacia.
Okay, the thing is, I don't do good in crowded spaces. Like, I don't even go in the cafeteria. So I have never ate in y'all's cafeteria before. I've never went in there. I only went in there once. But
too stressful.
Yes, it makes my anxiety go up. Like I get so nervous. So I can't sit in the middle because then I'll have people in the front and back of me, and that's even more stressful. But when I sit in the front, I see no one behind me. I see no one in front of me. It's just me and my little space, and it's very comforting.
Okay, so I'm to take it that the bus driver pulls out of the bus shop, rounds the block, gets to the first stop, and your mom's sitting there in her, what does she drive? Like a Lincoln Malibu or something? What's she?
Hyundai.
A Kia? Hyundai? Your mom's sitting there in her car with you, and you hustle out of the back seat with your backpack.
Well,
and run over
seat.
The front seat with your backpack, and you run over and climb on the bus. And the bus driver doesn't find this odd at all. Just
no, but my mom, even if I did get off at the apartments, my mom would have never left. She don't want to leave me at the bus stop alone. She said it's dangerous. So either way, she would have been there.
Okay.
So nothing changed. I'm just at the very first bus stop.
First bus stop so that we can get the front seat of the bus. Now, how do you get the front seat in the afternoons? Everybody wants to know this because it's a mad rush.
Because when they dismiss the halls, they go A, B, C. No, they go D, E, F. I think it's no. They do back call, then they do D, E, F. Hold on.
How do you get to the front of the
Hold
bus
on, let
in
me
the
explain.
afternoon?
So back hall. So not many people come out the back hall. So then when they call DEF that side, I'm like one of the very first people on the bus. So
You hustle over there. Is basically Do you run? Do you run to the bus?
oh no, I don't run.
You run.
I don't run. That's embarrassing if I ran. I don't got that much stamina, Mr. Lewis. I'm glad you think that highly of me, though.
Now, T, she does not make the bus in the morning because there is no bus that runs late enough to fit tea time. But you do ride the bus in the afternoons. Do you have assigned seats on your bus?
No. I usually have a seat in the afternoon.
What do? Ride on top of the bus?
I move somebody. Like, they gotta move so I can sit down with them.
You just stand next to somebody and point, and then that's basically their cue. Get up. This is where I'm sitting.
No, they just scoot over. Like, hey, I'm finna sit here too.
Okay, it is, as we continue to wrap up our school year, we did want to mention it's Alayla's birthday. She didn't want anything terribly spectacular mentioned, T. She just wanted a small mention, right, Ashton? Just a small little footnote that it is her birthday. So happy birthday, Alayla. Moving on. Ethan did get clarification from his girlfriend. Now, remind everybody your girlfriend's name.
Kaylin.
Kaylin. Yes, and she goes to
Cabot,
Arkansas. They don't start school till like 9:30, 10, whenever they feel like actually walking in the building and going to class. Now, he came on and did, I made him, from memory, try to tell us his girlfriend's 7-period schedule, and Kaylin responded to that clip, which was a YouTube exclusive, and said that he got it pretty wrong.
Yeah, if that was like an ACT, I would have got a 2. That was horrible.
It's okay, Ethan. Mr. Lewis didn't know my class schedule in high school either. Nor did we have cell phones where we could just contact each other at any point during the day.
Okay, so what is her actual 7-period schedule?
Her first period is plant science. Second is natural resources.
Natural resources? That's a class?
Cabot has some crazy classes. Like, they have almost 100 elective classes in that school.
I wouldn't mind looking at a list of 100 electives. All right, go ahead.
Then they have environmental science. That's third.
Yep, got that.
History, fourth.
Yep.
Art is fifth. Math is sixth, and English is seventh.
So the math and the English, you were sorted. You knew they were last. You didn't know exactly what order they were.
I knew plant science was first, and I knew some science class was third.
Isn't plant science just botany? I think we call it botany. Why do they call it plant science and not just botany? Wow. Okay, when does she get out of school? When are they done in Arkansas?
3:13. That's when the bell rings.
Okay, you didn't understand the question. Not what
what
time.
do you mean?
When is the last day of school?
My bad.
Cabot?
Don't air that. Cut that. They get out in 2 weeks, so we get out a week before them, and we also start school a week before them. So
okay, but I'm like that. Like by the end of summer, I'm ready to start school, so I'd be fine with that. I want to get out.
Yeah.
In May, I don't want to be going all the way into the first week of June. So I'm assuming you're headed to Cabot for a week or two when summer starts to hang out.
So,
although you do have a job.
I do have a job, but in June, I'm taking a week off to go to Florida with Kaylin.
Aww.
Yeah. Is it Disneyland or World that's out there?
It's definitely Disney World.
Okay,
Disneyland is in California.
Yeah, so I knew one of...
You're going to Disney World, too?
I'm going to Disney World, yeah.
Right, well, I guess that's basically it for the year.
Aw.
What are y'all doing? Walaisha? What are you doing? Huh?